Thank you for this opportunity to speak on EPA's carbon pollution standards. I'm especially concerned about the public health effects of carbon pollution. As a physician assistant, I've treated numerous patients with respiratory and other conditions. I remember well several patients who were so frightened as they struggled mightily to breathe. One doesn't need to treat more than one child with acute asthma, exacerbation, or an elder with worsening emphysema to know that we need to do everything we can to reduce our carbon pollution that contributes so significantly to these and other health conditions. There are no existing federal limits on carbon pollution. The new carbon pollution standards will ensure no future plants can dump unlimited amounts of carbon pollution into the air, cutting the pollution that drives climate change and ill health effects. So I applaud EPA for using its authority to take action protecting us from the pollution that causes global warming and threatens public health. As a first step, I urge EPA to rapidly finalize the proposed carbon pollution rule to limit carbon and greenhouse gas emissions from new coal and natural gas plants. But we will succeed only if we require all coal-fired power plants, America's largest single source of global warming, pollution, and other big smokestack industries, to stop polluting. This will help reduce ill health effects all over this country and worldwide, for that matter. Thank you for taking strong, fast action.
I'm a grandmother. I have 3 adorable grandsons. They're the joys of my life. I very strongly believe that we have an obligation to protect our grandchildren, our children, and future generations from the effects of climate change.
I am the co-director at the Western North Carolina Alliance, and I'm here tonight speaking on behalf of the 3,000 plus members and supporters that the Alliance has, primarily in North Carolina, but also throughout the Southeast. Climate change is real, it is here, and it is impacting us in Western North Carolina just as it is people all across the globe. We applaud EPA for this important step, and again, we look forward to the next set of rules that will address existing plants and get us even farther down the road. Thank you.
We were able to put human beings on the moon in 10 years when there was a will to do it. If there's a will to do it, we can mitigate the severe effects of climate change, and we need our government to do that. Thank you.
How interconnected everything is. We cannot live without the various species on this earth and on this planet. And the facts are in, even though there's so many people who continue to deny what's happening, but I think there really is no denying for anybody who thinks. And if our various species begin to disappear, it will not be that much longer before we go with them. And I really hope that we'll do something about this and not allow money and power and influence to keep us off this path. We need to do what we're doing. Thank you.
Recently, my niece gave birth to her first child only about a week ago. And after the euphoria of thinking about this newest member of our family, I started thinking about what is Alex, how is he going to survive in the world of the future by the time he's a teenager or in college, et cetera, et cetera. And it's up to us now to take as much action as we can to be concerned with the future generations and that they're able to have cleaner air and a more vibrant lifestyle and economy. Thank you.
I'm a mother of 3 and a pediatrician, and my life has really, most of it, been spent nurturing, healing, trying to prevent illness, and helping create the best possible future for this vulnerable and voiceless group, and that is children. I just want to reiterate that when it comes to this horrific threat to children, and that is climate change, they need all of our voices, strong and clear. I support the EPA's proposal to limit carbon pollution, and to the EPA, I would say, you must stay strong and speak for those without a voice who will be most affected by climate change. Do not be swayed by those who have a monetary stake in continuing carbon pollution. As I tell my children often, do the right thing.
It's hard to believe we're still burning those dirty little rocks, isn't it? But you're quite right. It's the money that is driving it.
When I heard about President Obama's action on climate change through the EPA, I was thrilled. Cutting down on carbon would be a great direction for our country to go in. Several years ago, my family and I went on a medical mission trip to Belize. The people there lived very different from the way most of us live. A lot of them had dirt floors, the whole family lived in one room, cooked on a fire outside, and suffered from the parasites in their water. Also, for most of them, our clinics were the only medical care they got all year. Seeing their way of living and getting to know these wonderful people made me think about what would happen to them when the effects of climate change worsen in their country. Sea levels will rise, tropical diseases will worsen, and natural disasters like hurricanes are expected to be much worse for them. The people that I met never asked to be impoverished. They were just born into it. They don't deserve rising sea levels that might take their home or tropical diseases that could kill them. They don't deserve worsening natural disasters like hurricanes. When climate change fully hits their country, most of the people of Belize will not be able to move because they do not have the money available. How can we be letting their lives go down the drain? We can help them. We have the resources to change the world. My trip to Belize was life-changing. I hope you can all relate to my story and that it helps you be empathetic to all those in other countries and in our country who aren't as fortunate as us. EPA, please approve the President's proposal to limit carbon pollution. Please don't listen to the fossil fuel companies who want to continue to make a lot of money, not help our beautiful Earth or the people. You can help my friends in Belize and all of us have a better future. Thank you.